Good morning. Today in this video we will talk about chapter number 5, Movements Toward Independence from History. In last video we have discussed about the movements uh, like non-cooperation movements, Rowlatt Act, Jallianwala Bagh, etc. In this video we will learn about movements toward independence. Now we have moved, we can say that, toward the independence. The period from 1920 to 1947 is considered as Gandhian age, as Gandhiji has started the movements for struggle. Gandhian movements of struggle for independence has started. That's why this period is known as a Gandhian age. Underline this, and you are requested to keep textbook with you. The period from 1920 to 1940 is considered as a Gandhian age. This is the second stage of the national movement of India, and this movement is, we can say that, struggle for having constitutional rights. The movements now which had taken place is for the constitution, framing of the constitution and constitutional rights. Moreover, it is the struggle for freedom of India too. The struggle passed through a stream of events, and there was a uniform effect of it. In this chapter, we will observe the effect of the movements toward the independence. First topic in this video is Simon Commission 1942. Simon Commission was appointed in 1927. Montford amendments declared that a Simon Commission should be sent to India after 10 years to examine the effect and operation of the constitutional reforms and suggest more reforms for India. But 2 years later, government appointed Simon Commission. Simon Commission consists of Sir John Simon and 6 other members. So including Sir John Simon, Simon Commission have 7 members in total. So that Simon Commission was appointed, and it was appointed for the purpose of framing constitutional reforms. But the problem is there was not a single Indian was appointed as a member. All of them were member of the British Parliament. Indian recommended inclusion of Indian members in the commission so as to understand the problem and pains of Indian society, but British rejected this recommendation. So the Simon Commission was appointed, but there was not a single member from India, as the purpose of this commission was to frame constitution of India, and there was not a single member from India. So it was opposed by the Indian people, and they recommended for the Indian member. All the member, they were from the British Parliament, but the recommendation was rejected. So the Indian decided to oppose it. Simon Commission was greeted with strike, assembly, procession, loud slogan of Simon go back, and unfurling of black flags and apparel. So the people, they decided to oppose it, and the commission was opposed or greeted with strike, assembly, procession, and loud slogan of Simon Go Back. The British government suppressed the movement mercilessly. The assistant police superintendent ordered lathi charge on Lalaji's procession. Lala Lajpat Rai was injured seriously while taking the lead of the procession in Lahore. Few months later, he passed away. The news of Lalaji's death instigated Veer Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, and Rajguru. Therefore, they killed the surrenders. So, the Indian people they decided to oppose it. The British government try to suppress the movement mercilessly, and the police assistant police superintendent the author ordered lathi charge on Lalaji's procession, and Lala Lajpat Rai was injured badly while taking the lead in the procession at Lahore, and a few months later he passed away. And the death of Lalaji inspired Veer Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, and Rajguru, and they killed the surrenders. And from that, the uh, Nehru Committee, that with the opposition of Simon Commission, Hindi Wazir Burekhed presented a draft of the constitution as in Simon Commission, in which it stated that Indian leader of all party formulates appropriate constitution which the British government will further think upon. So, with the opposition of the Simon Commission, Nehru Committee was formed. Here you can see the picture of the Sir John Simon Commission, which was opposed by the people, and with the slogan Simon Go Back. Here you can see the picture of Lala Lajpat Rai, who was killed by the assistant police superintendent. Now the Nehru Committee was formed with the opposition of the Simon Commission. The Nehru Committee was formed, and it stated that the Indian leader of all the party formulate appropriate constitution which the British government will further think upon. By understanding the challenges of the report, National General Assembly President drafted Nehru Committee report. This report, which was given, is known as a Nehru report, which states the dominion status, independent judiciary, fundamental rights, and adult suffrage. So, we can say that the Nehru report was a draft. That report was known as a Nehru report, in which dominion status, independent judiciary, fundamental rights, and adult suffrage provisions for all these were stated. Eventually, the British government rejected the recommendation made in this event, and again, the recommendation is rejected by the British government of this report. Now, people they became so angry and they demand for complete independence. Here also you can see the picture of Motilal Nehru and Jawaharlal Nehru. Now people they demanded for complete independence. During this time, National Assembly members Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose were active national leaders. They were the propagators of complete independence. Youth of India were not happy with the dominion status. Yes, so during this time, the National Assembly members Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, they were the active leaders, and at that time they were demanding for a complete independence. Youth of India they were not happy with the dominion status. That dominion status provide them semi-independent politics. So, on the bank of the river Ravi in Lahore, under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, National General Assembly passed a resolution of complete independence. After that, on 26 January 1930, the member took the oath of complete independence. Since then, January 26 has become memorable for all of us. Independent India has made the Republic Day memorable by implementing the Constitution of India on this day. Dear students, underline this that on the bank of river Ravi in Lahore, the resolution of complete independence was passed. And on 26 January 1930, the member took oath for complete independence. And from that, January 26 has become memorable for all of us, and that day was celebrated as a Republic Day to make that day memorable. Now, the next point which we have is the Dandi Yatra from March 12 to April 6, 1930, which is very important for us. Dandi March, Dandi Yatra, you can note down it, important short notes. Here you can see the picture of Sabarmati Ashram. So Dandi Yatra, we all know that as a part of civil disobedience movement, Gandhiji decided to go to Dandi village by its sea coast to break the salt law. On the 11th March evening, in the assembly of thousands of people, the message of Satyagraha was sent. Even if people got arrested, with firm determination of non-violence, struggle against movement, governments continued. So, as a part of civil disobedience movement, Gandhiji has decided to go to Dandi village to break the salt law. And thousands of people they joined this march on 12th March 1930. Under his leadership, Gandhiji commenced Dandi Yatra with his supporter from Harijan Ashram, now Gandhi Ashram, singing the hymn Vaishnav to Tenere Kaiye, Je Peer Parai Janere. Gandhiji said, so on 12th March 1930, under the leadership of Gandhiji, the Dandi March has been started with the hymn Vaishnav to Tenere Kaiye Je Peer Parai Janere. In this Dandi Yatra, 29th March 1930, Gandhiji said, I shall die the death of crow and dogs, but I will not return to the ashram without attaining Purna Swaraj. Underline this sentence. In that yatra, Gandhiji said, I shall die the death of crow and dog, but will not return to this ashram without attaining Purna Swaraj. Brave never run away from struggle, and the one who runs by seeing the struggle is not brave. Gandhiji, along with his supporters, started a Dandi march. So he said that brave never runs away, and those who run away, they are not the brave. So Gandhiji, along with his supporters, started Dandi Yatra. This march was 370 km, which includes Aslali, Bareja, Nadiad, Anand, Buria, Viras, Jammushar, Bharuch, Surat, Navsari, as well as a small and large region. Here you are given the map in which you can see that this march, this yatra, was 370 km. That also you underline, dear students, and it includes Aslali, Bareja, Nadiad, Anand, Buria, Viras, Jammushar, Bharuch, Surat, Navsari, as well as small and large region. And during this Dandi march in this region, people were explained the reason for civil disobedience movement and breaking the salt law. As Dandi march passed through these small and large towns, people used to clean the village roads, decorate their houses with torans, and showed consciousness for this satyagraha. So, while passing through these regions, these we can say that small and large towns during this Dandi March. People they were explained the purpose of the civil disobedience movement and breaking of the salt law. Then, while passing through these small and large towns, people of that villages they used to clean their village roads. They decorate their houses with torans and showed their consciousness for this satyagraha. Dandi Yatra had a wonderful effect in creating attunizing faith, unity, and consciousness among people. All of the nations was having a wave of satyagraha. Everywhere you can see the wave of satyagraha. Gandhiji, along with his colleagues and supporters, reached Dandi after 24 days of march. So, after 24 days of march, Gandhiji, along with his supporter and colleagues, reached to Dandi. From on early morning of the 6th, Gandhiji broke the salt law by picking a handful of salt from the sea coast. So on the 6th, we can say that April, Gandhiji broke the salt law by picking a handful of salt from the sea coast. In the textbook also you are given this picture. You can see in a loud voice Gandhiji stated, "I have broken the salt law." While addressing the people gathered there, he uttered, "I by this event and applying salt to the foundation of building in the form of British Empire." So Gandhiji has said that by taking up or picking a handful of salt, he had stated that I have broken the salt law, and I by this event and applying the salt to the foundation of the building in a form of British Empire. Sri Mahadevbhai Desai has compared this event as Mahabhiniskram. Kraman, underline this that Mahadevbhai Desai has compared this event as Mahabhiniskraman, the great renunciation. The meaning is the great renunciations. Here you can see the picture of the Mahadevbhai Desai with Gandhiji. Renunciation means the meaning of the renunciation means rebirth. A great renunciation means a new birth. Journalists, photographers, writers, historians of India and across the world visited and published reports about what they witnessed in their own newspaper and booklets. In this way, the Dandi Yatra, which started from Sabarmati Ashram on 12th March, was nationally acclaimed, achieved its physical completions. But it started applying salt to the foundation of the building in the form of British Empire. Civil disobedience movement generated new national consciousness among people of India. The British police beat them mercilessly. Lathi charge, arrest, shooting, and oppression on women and children continued, but the agitation did not decrease. So here you can see that the Dandi Yatra it got success, and it was started from the Sabarmati Ashram, achieved its physical completions, and civil disobedience movement, which was started by the people, generated new consciousness, awareness among the people. And here the British they got angry and beat the people who participated in this march, and they beat them mercilessly. Lathi charge, arrest, shooting, oppression on women as well as children continued, but this agitation did not stop. During Dandi March, numerous constructive programs like boycott of foreign clothes, prohibition of liquor, removing untouchability, Hindu Muslim unity and oath to do social services, etc., were held. So, the during Dandi March, many constructive programs have been taken place, like boycott of foreign goods, clothes, prohibition of liquors. Means whenever they are passing through the villages and towns, Gandhiji they inspired people to take part in the civil disobedience movement and uh, make them aware of the this type of things that they make people aware of the prohibition of liquor toward the untouchability and inspire them for Hindu Muslim unity. And this type of social services had been taken place during this Dandi March. Dandi Yatra and breaking of salt law brought not only nationwide consciousness but it brought fame in aspect of non-violent struggle and movements worldwide. So not only this movement brought fame, but also we can say that the people understood the importance of the non-violence. Procession, program, and assemblies were conducted for boycotting foreign goods, prohibition of foreign liquor, and picketing on liquor making, not giving revenue tax, satyagraha for removal of untouchabilities. Processions, programs, and assemblies were conducted. Processions, programs, assemblies were conducted for boycotting foreign goods, prohibition of liquor, picketing on liquor making, not giving revenue tax, satyagraha for removal of untouchability. To weaken this agitation and struggle, the government started lathi charge, imprisonment, and other atrocities. But okay, so to stop the people from doing these social services, the British government they uh, started lathi charge, imprisonment, and other atrocities. But people reacted by destroying of railway station, post office, police station, and other government buildings. Incidents like suppression of agitation under the leadership of Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Frontier Gandhiri at Wadala. So people reacted to this whenever the British government they started this type of atrocity. People reacted by destroying railway station, police station, and government buildings. So now incidents of like suppression of agitations started, and under the leadership incident like suppression of agitation under the leadership of Abdul Ghaffar Khan, who was known as Frontier Gandhi at Wadala, Bombay. Struggle against foreign liquor under the leadership of Kasturba in Bombay, Dharasna in Surat, in Viramgam during the salt law agitation, renunciation of government services as well as removal of children from government schools were the major highlights of these movements. Underlying these that the incidents like suppression of agitation under the leadership of Abdul Ghaffar Khan, who was known as Frontier Gandhi, then struggle against foreign liquor under the leadership of Kasturba, Dharasna in Surat, Viramgam during the salt law agitations, renunciation of government services as well as removal of children from the government schools were the major highlights of these movements. Here you can see the picture of Abdul Ghaffar Khan, who is known as the Frontier Gandhi. Here the picture of Kasturba is given. So under the leadership of Gandhiji, the Dandi Yatra started and it got success, and at many places this type of civil disobedience movement started. People they learned the importance of the non-violent struggle, and this type of movements become worldwide. And we can say that the Britishers, they realized the power of the Indian people from this type of movements. Going to be noted here, Dandi March, which was started on 12th March 1930, last for 24 days and ended on 6th April 1930, which covered 370 kilometers from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi village of Gujarat. This event is considered as Mahaviniskraman, which means the great renunciation by Mahadev Bhai Desai, which means the rebirth of a new nation without the British rule. On early morning of the 6th April, Gandhiji broke the salt law by picking a handful of salt. The salt law, in which a special tax was imposed on Indian salt to facilitate its import. This way, the movement was carried out, which brought a constructive effects. Many people, even women, they took part in this Dandi Yatra. They were beaten mercilessly by the British government, but they not, we can say that without moving further, they strictly stick to this movement and made it successful. That event is very important in the history of the India.